Hello guys and welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, where she looks sad. Why are you sad? Besides the fact that your sister may have done it. February something. Mr. Wright? Huh? What? Are trials always like this with you? Like you're swimming up from the bottom of the lake, about to reach the surface, but no matter how hard you pedal, you never seem to get there. Pretty much. Except today we're swimming in quicksand. So what happened to your sister anyway? Apparently she got called off to the judge's chamber. Probably something to do with that piece of cloth. So, this is where we turn this trial around, right? Our only weapon, a tiny insignificant piece of cloth. I'm the only one who's starting to feel tiny and insignificant, to tell the truth. Hola, partner. Yeah! I thought it was. They say you show a red cloth to a bull and it'll fire up its temper. That's what they told me when I was a youngin', at least. Officer Marshall! Thought I'd come take a look and see how the trial's going. Looks like I'm late. They got the home ranch locked down tighter than a fort in enemy territory. Not hard to slip out, huh? What is going on over there, anyway? All the police I've seen in the last 2 days have been really on edge. Don't you got enough on your plate without worrying about the other people can bother? You could be worrying about the chief prosecutor's taste in mufflers, for example. Officer Marshall, the whole muffler thing didn't have anything to do with scarves. She wasn't even wearing a scarf. You don't say. Now don't that just beat all? Huh? I've seen the red breeze blow at her slender neck many a time. I saw it that day too. She was wearing a red muffler. What? At the award ceremony that afternoon. Edgeworth seen it too, I'd reckon. What does that mean? In the photograph taken at the crime scene, she wasn't wearing a scarf. So, Miss Starr wasn't mistaken. Well, it's about time. Remember, partner, sometimes you gotta grab the bull by the horns, and sometimes you just gotta let that bull go where it will. Time will tell. I have a bad feeling about this. So, what are we swimming in now, Mr. Wright? If it's steak sauce, I can hook you up with some fine ribs. Ooh-wee. I love Jake Marshall. He's awesome. February 23rd, 12:32 p.m., District Courtroom number 9. I'd like to resume. What's up? Judge keeps looking over the prosecution. He looks very angry. Is something wrong, Mr. Edgeworth? Face is blue. Lips are purple. You're sweating bullets. Furrowed brow, those grimy teeth, those watery eyes. What's more, your eyes are unfocused. You're doubled over. Your back is bent. It can't be. This can't happen. I wonder what happened to Mr. Edgeworth. Well then, I believe it's time we continued on with the trial. During our recess, I had requested that the prosecution conduct an investigation. This is unacceptable. I had a feeling he would interrupt. Seems our prosecutor is quite beside himself. I'm gonna assume this is Marshall? Excuse me? Knock knock. Who's there? Oh, you. What's with this guy? Strange stuffy aura seems to be filling the courtroom. I hate you. Hey, the temperature was 5.7 degrees when that man came in. Who on earth is he? Oh, it's you. I don't appreciate you either. Oh, hey, sorry I'm late, Edgy. The roads were packed. It's just long time no see, Edgy. How you been? Swim bunch these days? Hello. No, I've been so busy. Busy smidgy, Edgy. My boy, you have to make some time to relax. Yes, indeed. Edgy, Seems to be his nickname for the judge. I'm afraid you're right. Very afraid. Sorry, but who are you? Aha, so you're righto, attorney. I've heard good things about you, son. Thanks? So sorry about our little worthy giving you all that trouble, eh? You know, we should all go swimming together sometime. Jolly. Little worthy? Mr. Wright, you don't know the district chief of police. Chief of police? He's top-ranking police officer in the entire district. Hello. Name's Gaunt. Damon Gaunt. Pleased to meet you, everyone. So, to what do we owe this honor today? It's been over 2 years since you last came to the courtroom, hasn't it? Well, it's worthy here. Look at the poor fellow. I just thought I'd help out by bringing this. Hey, that's my sister's muffler. So Miss Star wasn't just saying things. When the crime occurred, Miss Guy really was wearing that muffler. But to think that it was stuffed into that exhaust pipe. On little Worthy's car, no less. You can continue talking, sir. It's really quite embarrassing, even for us. What's this? It's what you call a switchblade knife. Quite perplexing, this. Chief, what kind of outfit are you running? Mr. Edgeworth, how could they miss such a vital piece of evidence? Your investigators are this lax. How do you expect us to do our job? Now, wait a minute, Worthy. I've no desire to hear your excuses. I'm telling you to wait. Or didn't you hear me? Have a look at this document where it says person in charge of investigation. There's no mistaking that signature, is there, Miles Edgeworth? That's not fair. On the day of the crime, I had your head in the clouds because you got the award. I know how you feel. But you're the person in charge. I'll expect a written apology. What? Are you serious? Don't be too upset. We'll find a way to clean up this mess that you made. This is the first time I've seen Mr. Edgeworth at a loss for words. This kind of major blunder is unlike you, Mr. Edgeworth. Gah! Court accepts this new evidence. But I'd like to ask the defense a favor first. Yes? Just to be sure. I'd like to take a look at the blade of this knife. The blade, Your Honor? Well, I don't see why not. Could you open it up for me, I wonder? Yes, well, I think all you gotta do is push the switch and... If I cut my finger, Mr. Wright, I wouldn't be able to pound my gavel anymore. Yeah, but if I cut my finger, I wouldn't be able to point it at people anymore. Come on, just hurry up and open it. We gotta go through this entire thing? I wanna know what this is. What? Don't scare me like that. I'm the one who's scared. Look at this knife blade. Tip is broken off. Dark red stain. Blood? Switchblade knife added to court record. This will not excuse the actions of the police department. Would like to hear an explanation from the chief of police himself. I wonder if he'll let me... There's a small tag on the knife. It says SL92. What's this supposed to mean? Not sure, but it reminds me of a similar code. DL6? Maybe it's a case number. That's weird. What? I remember where. But I think I've seen something like this. Something similar to what's written on this tag. Wasn't that long ago either. Maybe I should check the court record again? I'm terribly sorry, but could I ask you to testify for us about the split between the prosecutors and the police? And this knife. Sure thing. Not a problem. Not even a little one, really. Department in disorder. This knife is special, but I can't say how here, unless there's evidence to prove a connection between the knife and Goodman. That was a bad day for the department. We weren't in any shape to do an investigation. A detective was killed at the police department, see? What a mess. The time of the crime, 5:15. Scary coincidence, eh? It's not officially linked to this case, so I can't talk much about it. There was a murder at the police department? Detective. That's hush-hush information, Edgy. We haven't exactly announced it yet. Well, wait a second. You said 5:15. That's the exact time that the Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. Order. Anyway, we at the department were all flustered, as you might well assume. We're in the middle of a top secret investigation. Don't tell anyone, okay? I think we understand the police department's situation. Very well, Mr. Wright. Two detectives killed at the same time in two different places. The chances of that are really slim, scientifically speaking, of course. I'd like to exercise my right to cross-examine the witness. Very well. However, keep your questions focused on the case at hand. This knife was found at the scene of our crime. I think that makes it connect to the case, don't you? See, there's a lot of things that go on in the department I can't explain. It's delicate, okay? Sorry, Righto. Maybe there's something about the knife that will give us a clue. Let's examine that knife while we can. Evidence that links the knife to Detective Goodman. Perhaps the pieces are falling into place. I should try presenting that piece of evidence that has had me stumped all this time. So how are things done at the department? Wait a second. Last honest to goodness objection. Whoops. Something. What do you mean? An honest to goodness, what do you mean? From Muddy. This is great. Look at the tag on this knife. It reads SL9 too. And this is important. Why? Over here we also have a note for the victim. What's this? 6 minus 7S12 2? Your Honor, it's upside down. Finally, Wright learns to move things around. Upside. The printed name on the memo makes it look like it's right side up. But turn it around. Whoever wrote this note was holding the paper upside down. SL9. It's the same thing that's written on the knife's tag. I don't know how to get the judge's voice different. Order. Well, Chief? Well, I guess the cat's out of the bag. You win, Righto. I win? What game is this guy playing? Knife was evidence in a case. It was stolen from the department's evidence room. That was a bad day in the department. We weren't... So this knife was stolen. Yes, but on the day of the murder. It was evidence, you say. Was it, in fact, a murder weapon? Nice. Good show, little Willie. It was a murder weapon, as it happens. There's evidence from a case long since solved. So this knife was stolen on the day of that murder, and was found in an exhaust pipe of Auditor's car. Hard to think there isn't a connection there. How can you say there's no connection? How? Because I'm the chief of police? I can just say anything I please, Righto. You understand. Try to understand, Righto. Well, if you can prove there's a connection, more power to you. Maybe there's something that ties two murders together. One at the prosecutor's office and one at the police department. That can't be coincidence. And that knife. What was it doing there? I better check this knife out. 5:15. But that's when Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. Funny, isn't it? A murder at the prosecutor's place and a murder at our own place at the very same time. What are the chances? Coincidence? This is just my gut feeling, but I say there's a 0.001% chance of that happening. Chief Gaunt, please tell us more about the incident. On the same day that a detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot, another detective was killed at the police department. That's a fact. Surprising, isn't it, Udgy? I'm at a loss for words. The perpetrator. Do you have a suspect? Well, there was a suspect. Just arrested him, in fact. Just arrested. That was quick. But there's still a lot of unanswered questions. Maybe you could help, Redo. Suppose I could help. If you help me by giving me data on your case. Ooh, good one. This gets sharp. Okay, here's the deal. Tell you one thing and one thing only. We know this. We basically know this. How was the victim killed? Well, how was the detective killed? How was he killed? Now that's the interesting part. It was what we in the force call a stabbing with a knife. A knife? That's the exact same as Detective Goodman. That's a spirit. We're cooking now. But you know, that's not the only thing that was exactly the same. What do you mean? There were more similarities between the two cases than the cause of death. Seems like I'm gonna have to press this a little bit harder. Am I gonna have to ask all of them? I know when the victim died. So I guess I have to ask the other thing. Where the victim was found. So tell me, where was the victim found? Well, I can't speak on where the corpse was found, but I can say the crime took place in the evidence room at the police department. The evidence room? Wait a second. I've heard of that. The evidence room. Didn't he mention that in his testimony just now? Stolen from the department's evidence room. Yeah. There's a connection between the two cases. You seem happy, Mr. Wright. Happy? We just got handed our ticket to go to town on this case. With the link between the two cases established, we finally have some leverage. Now I can get Gaunt to testify about the details. Objection! This one. Do I just have to press it? Yes. Chief, the defense's position is simply this. The connection between the two cases has already been proven. Hey, you don't say. Well, out with it, Redo. What's your connection? Yes, out with it, Mr. Wright. The connection is a place mentioned in the testimony which is heard. Knife was found in the lot was stolen from the police department's evidence room. Not to mention the victim had on him the case number of the evidence knife tag. And we know that the detective murdered at the police department was killed in the very same evidence room. Indeed, there do seem to be too many connections for it to be coincidence. Stop staring at me. You two make a good pair. Took my men 2 days to find out what you deducted right there. Chief, I request that you release your information on the victim at the police department. See, that's the tricky part. It hasn't been announced yet, no. Can we get the information? Unofficially? Sure, why not? It's unofficial after all. Really? Who would have guessed? Except there's a transcript of this. I'll cooperate, but I can't reveal the name of the victim at the police at the department, okay? If you're gonna tell us a little, why not tell us everything? Well, in case the information is sticky stuff, you have to do everything properly. Oh well, I guess might as well try to get what I can out of him. ID number. Okay, how about you tell me the victim's ID number? Sure, why not? It's not like you'll be able to tell who it is from that. Of course not. You won't tell me their name after all. We keep a tight lid on ID numbers, so don't go getting your hopes up. Number is... Come on. 5842189. 584. Yeah, same. Well, that's quite long. We have to remember these. It drives me nuts. 82. I can't do it. You didn't even get the first number right. 4 something. I didn't know about the victim. Police department. This tells me nothing. Actually, it does, Your Honor. It does. I think. Meaning. Has to be what I think it is. But what does this mean? I mean, as long as Sky wasn't the murderer. I mean, she was coerced, but, you know. Well, let's hear what the defense has to say. You say the ID number of the detective who was murdered at the police department tells you something. What does it tell you? Tells me it was Goodman. Witness. What is it, Mr. Wright? You're grinning like a schoolgirl on prom night. No, it's just... I got confused. And this is news? Thanks, Edgeworth. Huh? Just come out with it, both guns blazing, like you always do. Police department, prosecutor's office. 2 places, 2 detectives murdered at one time. Actually, I happen to have a police ID number right here. Oh, is it yours? No, Your Honor. I'm a defense attorney, remember? This is the ID number of our victim, Detective Goodman. Shame on you, Righto. Personnel IDs are top secret. Detective Goodman's ID number is 5842189. And this means what exactly? Huh? Wait, that ID number we heard from the chief earlier. This started with 82. Starts with a 5, but sure. I forgot. You didn't even get the first number right. Again! The number the chief police gave us was 5842189. Oh, wait a second, Wright. What is this mean? That's what I want to know. The 2 ID numbers are identical. In other words, the detective killed in the police department's evidence room was Bruce Goodman. What does our witness think about that? Oh, ho, 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 ho. Sharp as a tack, Righto. Sharp as a tack. But wait. Detective Goodman is our victim. He was killed at 5:15 in the underground parking lot. Clearly not. Yet Detective Bruce Goodman was also killed in the police department, in the evidence room at the exact same time. That's impossible. So what you're saying is, the same person was killed at the same time, and in a completely different location. It's like 30 minutes or so. Order, order, order. Chief, what does this mean? No. What I want to know is, why didn't I hear about this? Yes, it's top secret, fine, but I'm a prosecutor in the charge of the case. No, wait just a second, Worthy. No need to get all flustered. Your Honor, police department has made a grave error in this case. Wait. I said wait. Or didn't you hear me? The oversight, the grave error, Mr. Edgeworth, they're yours. What? How dare you? We informed you yesterday. I believe it was Officer Minkins who brought you the news. Officer Minkins? Mr. Wright, where have I heard that name before? Wait, when he interrupted. You don't mean him. According to Minkins, you didn't accept the report. Hard to believe. But your officer, he told me, he said the report had nothing to do with the Lana Sky incident. Detective Bruce Goodman murdered in the police department evidence room. Mr. Edgeworth, the victim's name is written right on the top of the report. Gah! Why didn't your officer tell me? Honestly, I'm not sure that officer was capable of making the connection. He didn't seem challenged. In any case, this is serious error, gross negligence of duty on your part, Worthy. But sir, you could have submitted that report this morning to the court as evidence. Then He couldn't have. No such luck this time, Worthy. Or should I say unworthy? What? Now, what was that second rule of evidence law, Well, Mr. Wright. Huh? Oh, well, that's a Rule 2. Unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial. And how is this rule relevant? Normally, you submit a list of evidence to be used in court before trial. This report wasn't on that list. So, what does this mean? I couldn't submit this evidence until a connection was proven in court. That connection was just proven by Wright over there. Good job, Wright, my boy. Huh? I was just doing my job. No. No! Yippee. Seems we have come to the end of this trial. Thank goodness. I know you're going through a tough time, Worthy. With all those rumors. You were even in the defendant's chair just this past December. Apologize for this terrible lack of due diligence on my part. Mr. Edgeworth, please, just give me one day and get to the bottom of what happened. If it's the last thing I do. You'd better get results this time. Really. You have my profound apologies, sir. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. I don't think there's ever been an error this serious in the history of the court. Grant one further day as the prosecution has requested. Will that be sufficient, Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor. Thank you. Whatever your punishment for this is, for your sake, I hope it's not decisive. Very well. Court is adjourned. To be continued. Yay. Yes, please. And that is where we will pause it for this time. So, hopefully you all enjoyed. This is much shorter than the other one because the other one was about an hour and this is only about half an hour. So, it works. But I also gotta go set up some other things for Wednesday. So, hopefully you all enjoy. See you all in the next video. Bye, guys!
Yeah.